Smells good, Tito Joe.
Now, what are we gonna drink, guys?
We can drink wine and beer.
Okay.
No,
We'll
just
all get
kidding.
drunk today.
No. No. What time is it?
There's grape. Would you drink grape? Would you drink, do you,
Yeah, that one is okay.
you don't mind it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get some glasses. There.
Ah, it smells good.
Oh, you're gonna have spaghetti on your beautiful coat, Pinky.
Yeah, why don't you take it?
Oh.
off?
Do you need a
Yeah.
spoon, guys?
No, we're
No,
good.
you're
Yeah,
good.
thank you.
So after, when you're bored, read the two jars and you see if you can come up with a difference.
Difference?
I couldn't come up with any difference.
Probably the amount of tomato.
The amount of what?
Tomato.
Tomato?
Because this one,
Maybe.
the marinara is more sour for me.
This is empty. I thought about saving it, but I don't know why. The empty container. I don't see any reason to save it.
Like me, I always like to save containers. I
Me
don't know
too.
why.
Oh yeah, because it's awful when you grow up poor. You know, you think I might need that for something.
Yeah. And Pinky is the one who, let's throw this out. Let's throw this
See,
out.
she was richer when she was young.
Probably.
I mix mine with water. I cut my juice with water because they say it.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
the
don't
sugar.
really, you know, eat an orange. They'll say don't drink a
Don't.
glass of orange juice. I've heard that said.
Oh.
You know,
Yeah, me, I
something
usually
about
like
the juice. I think they put a
add
lot of
water
sugar.
to-
They put a, I'll get it, Pink. They put a lot of sugar in it.
Yeah.
Would you do another minute on yours, Pinky? 2 minutes?
Yeah, around like another 45 minutes.
Another 45 minutes.
45
Seconds.
seconds.
You gotta watch her. I
What-
wish I had some
Okay.
shaky cheese to put on
what-
it. If it isn't warm, put it in again.
What did we reheat that was burnt last time?
Have you got a microwave?
Yeah.
Oh, these are some little ball things that she
Okay.
made. You'll have to try them after. She forgot them when you were here the other day. After you were all gone, she found them and she said, oh, jeez.
Meatballs? She did one?
It's not a meatball. It looks like a meatball. It's got
Oh.
chocolate chips.
Oh,
and
so it's a
oatmeal,
dessert.
Maybe. Yes, a dessert. Yep. Now I'm chilly. I can put my shirt back on.
The meat.
Yeah, that isn't the best spaghetti I ever made. I've
Ano,
done
hindi
better.
Yeah, yeah.
With the meat sauce,
It's
what
good.
I do
Ako
with
dyan.
that is I cut up 2 onions, then I cut up peppers, three, four peppers, and then 3 or 4 sticks of celery,
Yeah.
Oh.
and hamburger.
Hamburger.
You
Yeah.
don't use
Is it the-
onion and garlic? No.
Huh?
No onion and garlic?
Yeah, 2
Oh, you
onion, 2 onion. I didn't have any garlic cloves that I
Mhm.
could find. She probably does, but I couldn't find them. And so I didn't put any. I might have shaken some garlic powder in or something, you know.
Then you don't put salt.
Salt? No, because
Salt
I
and
figure
pepper.
there's salt in that marin. There's probably in that stuff. I don't know. Let me
You
see.
don't.
There must be salt in there. Do you want salt shaker,
no,
babe?
no.
Anybody?
It's good.
Sodium 490. Oh my
Yeah.
lord.
There's salt
Yeah.
already in that.
And that would be per serving, and they're saying there's 6 servings.
So that's like
If you
how
ate,
many?
you're 2,500 or something. If you ate the
That's a
whole
lot
thing.
of-
What do you need, baby? A napkin?
No.
What do you need?
Oh, I'm just because I'm looking at the.
Oh, she's trying to get her picture in
Yeah.
a better perspective.
She wants to see her face.
Pinky, pinky, pinky. There we go. We'll
Paano ko
try
sa
it
imo?
and see.
Yeah.
We'll
So
try
we
it.
crashed at Uncle Joe's house.
Uncle Joe's spaghetti. That they
Okay,
didn't put
Uncle
enough
Joe's
sauce on
spaghetti.
it. Of course, you don't like a lot of sauce, you guys.
You didn't put some cheese, a little bit cheese or something.
That would be good. You want some? Would you? No, that would be good. I don't have
But you
the.
don't- yeah.
I've got shredded. I don't have the grated.
What's the difference with the grated? The grated is more fine.
Like powder.
Oh.
Mm. You know, it comes in a. You've
Yeah.
seen it, Parmesan,
yeah.
I think, or something. Where the other stuff is more shredded up. tastes pretty good to me.
Yeah, this is the healthy spaghetti.
Mhm.
It's got a lot of good stuff.
Na noodle,
Yeah, angel hair. Yeah.
angel hair.
Yeah, Lita likes, you probably do too, the thicker spaghetti, but I like the thin.
Mm.
Do you like the thicker?
We usually use the thicker.
Yeah.
Where do you get your meat?
What's that?
Your meat?
The meat?
Yeah.
It's
Hamburger.
hamburger?
That's from Price Chopper.
No, actually, we get it from this farm where they raise a beef cow,
Mm-hmm. Where's that?
and it's up by, well, it's up where we get our stones. You know, when we took the
Oh,
ride to get the
yeah.
stones up that place, up that way. They
From
had-
Burke.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. There was an ad in the Free Trader, Angus beef for sale,
Mm-hmm.
home raised. You know, they raised it from calves,
Yeah.
and $3 a pound. I thought, gee, that's not
$3
bad.
a pound.
Yeah, that's not.
I don't
bad.
know how much a pound in the market. I mean, in the grocery.
Yeah, that's not bad. It's cheaper, I guess. $3.
A little more, I think.
A little more.
Well, maybe not. It depends. If you get a real cheap 73%
The fat.
lean and then 20 something fat, which is not the best for you. That
Okay.
probably
Oh.
is only.
That's the one that we like.
Oh, you do. Oh, you know it's not that good for you. Though.
I know.
You know that. Okay.
Who's calling? I know that's Florida.
I don't need my picture taken. You break the camera. So anyway, we bought 25 pounds. It comes in 1 pound packages.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show it to you after.
Yeah, because it tastes good. Like, there's
Yeah, the
no...
meat.
And
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah.
You call
When you
that-
buy your beef
It's
at a
beef,
store, chances are that animal has been raised in what they call a feed lot. You know, out west. It'd be a designated area fenced off, and there'd be 1,000 cows in there, and they all got just a little bit
Yeah,
of
to
room. You
move.
know, they feed them a lot of grain. You know, which who knows what's in the grain.
Mhm.
Where these here are more out in the pasture. You know, freedom, more
Grass
freedom,
fed, free range.
free range
Yeah.
type of thing. Same type of thing, yeah, as the chicken. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the taste is good, right? It
course.
doesn't have a...
ground.
I mean,
beef.
it doesn't have the... I don't know how you call that here. Because like some meat, they have like a smell or a certain taste for some meat.
Mhm.
This one, it's like clean.
Real.
Like really clean.
When they talk about grass fed, you probably have seen that
Yeah.
advertised.
Yeah.
Grass fed. I suppose the reasoning behind that is the grain probably has a lot of chemicals,
Chemical, yeah.
fertilizers from the ground the corn was grown on. They put a lot of sprays to kill the bugs, and you know you could be getting some of that.
Yeah.
The grass.
So with the grass fed, that's less grain, just out in the pasture eating
Yeah.
grass. So
That's better.
it's probably better for you, I guess. You pay more for it. If you go
Yeah.
look in the store and you see grass fed, the price is always higher.
Mm-hmm.
You look when you're up there.
Yeah, we should just get from Price Chopper. Yeah.
But the next time we go to get some, of course, I heard Doug was telling about how they found somebody too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
A lot of
a freezer of
frozen.
meat, frozen
Beef.
seafood, right?
Right.
Yeah, I heard that.
This is the same type of thing. Yeah, this is all frozen. When you buy this beef, they butcher, they kill the animal, they take it somewhere, they cut it up into different cuts, you know, roast and steak and this and that, hamburger.
Yeah, different cuts, right?
And then they freeze it,
Mm-hmm.
and then we go up and buy, you know, a bunch of it at one time.
'Cause
It
there's-
goes quick because people are
Because there's one that I saw online, like, I think the amount is $250, and then you get the whole lot plus the freezer. Including the freezer, the chest freezer.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like this.
Yeah, that's a chest
Yeah,
freezer there.
something like that. Like
Someday maybe you could invest in something like that, and
Yeah.
then bring it with you because it isn't that heavy
Yeah.
to lug around. A couple of pinky and well, the two of you could carry it, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's a small
And
one. Yeah, this is a good
and that
size.
way you could buy some meat
Frozen.
ahead. You know, if you see a sale on it, or if you wanted to go with like with Doug and Anna or with us or something, and buy ahead. You know, they're going to have another one ready. They said in March.
What's
and-
the name of
The people.
Yeah,
What's their last name?
because like I saw one, they're local,
Yeah, they're local. Yeah, they're
but
out
they
there.
also supply out of this area. Like
Not this,
No?
not this particular one, but there
Oh.
are some probably that do. Yes.
I forgot the name, like ranch, something like ranch,
Something Ranch.
like ranch.
Yeah.
There's like a word ranch.
Maybe there's
in
some
there.
other, other
probably there are a
people
lot.
doing
There's a lot of
Same,
people that
yeah.
do this sort of
same
thing.
business.
The neighbor down at the farm there on the way down, you've probably seen the beef cattle there, and they all raise a few cattle. So there's different ones that do it. And I'm surprised it isn't more government regulated. You'd think the government
Yeah.
would want to get involved and, we
No.
can't have any germs or any bacteria or blah, blah, blah. But they seem to get away with it.
Yeah, because like
Inspection,
normally you can't raise a cattle like in a neighborhood, right?
Inspection.
Well, not in the village. I don't
Yeah.
think you could. It has to be out of town.
Out of town.
In the country. Yeah.
So they don't get permits to raise the one that you said? They
I
don't?
think so. Maybe where they have it butchered.
Yeah, they just have to
that's
pay.
probably inspected by the government or
Mhm.
something,
Yeah.
Yeah.
meat inspector or what have you.
So that's a good way, right? Like you raise a cattle, have it slaughtered, and then sell.
And then, yeah,
Yeah, right? It's
Yeah.
a good way.
this guy is a dairy farmer. What's his last name? Anyway, so they had never done this with the beef, so they're kind of new at it, you know.
Mm.
And he says they're going to get into it more and more. It seems to be fairly lucrative, and the meat goes quick. There's quite a demand, and he said now once you get established,
Yeah.
he said he's got 4 or
Yeah.
5 families that rely on him
Yeah.
for their meat. You
Mhm.
know, and
Yeah.
Carey, Matthew Carey, last name Carey, Kerry. I've never met him. We've only met the wife when we go, Lita and I.
Yeah, I mean that's a good one because he doesn't have
And
to
maybe
worry where he
you
would
can
sell his
request
meat.
Maybe you can request some, like cuts that you like,
Mhm.
the
Yeah,
parts
mhm.
that you
Yes.
like.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Make some soup. Like
Yeah,
we used
bone.
to.
You can probably
Mhm.
get stew beef. The first time we went, we bought some steaks. I think you know what I mean by a steak,
Mhm.
Yeah.
like a sirloin steak or a porterhouse steak or something. And I think we got a roast, what they call a roast, that you might put in a crock pot or
Like
something.
pot roast cut.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Bulalo
mean,
ba?
But then,
Bone
but
part,
then the
yeah.
second time, she said, "Well, we're putting it all into hamburger." So that's all they had was hamburger. The next time.
so it's
we
like
went.
all ground meat.
It's
Ground.
what?
All ground meat.
Ground beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we call hamburger. Yeah.
Mm.
Yep. And these animals are black Angus, which is supposed to be one of the better.
Better kind.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but we like we really don't know how to make steak, like a good steak.
A good steak.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
me
can.
neither.
We
We
can
don't-
try.
We don't know our cuts of meat that well, Lita and I. And,
Yeah, we don't know. It's
yeah.
dog who knows
Kuya do, yeah.
more.
Yeah, Doug's a
Uncle
good
Dom is
cook.
really good. Yeah.
He's a much better cook. Yeah.
He knows how to cut. I mean, the cuts and then
The meat.
you know the pot roast he did last time.
Mm,
Steak.
that is good.
Then there's just the gravy.
Yeah, and his
Yeah.
gravy. Oh my God, isn't that good? I wish I could cook like that.
But we're not much of a beef eater though, right?
You're not really. You
Not
like the
really.
pork more?
Yeah, but lately
Beef
Chicken?
is beef is
chicken,
okay.
beef. Yeah, now we're in the beginning. We don't really use a lot of beef. It's just more
Yeah.
on pork and chicken. But now, like I think I like beef more.
Yeah.
Like
do you ever
making
eat
beef
hamburgers?
soup?
What I call burgers? You know, like you might get
Hamburgers.
at McDonald's. Do you ever do that?
No.
No.
She
Like
said she
patty.
wanted to try that one. Like, why don't we make? Before we used to make like really Just small.
Just make a patty.
Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
a patty. If you had your onion cut up, you could
Uh-huh.
mix the onion right in with it and,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
make your patty,
Just
or
make
else
some
fry
patty.
it beside it.
Roast fry.
Put your garlic powder or whatever
think
you
that's-
feel
yeah.
like for seasoning,
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
then
we
put it
could
in the
try
fry
that.
pan and cook
Yeah.
it well. And
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. I'm surprised you haven't tried that.
We do,
Yeah.
but very rarely,
You
right?
can try that too.
You could put cheese on it at the end almost when it's almost done. Put a slice of that fat-free
The
cheese.
burger,
or-
like the burger
Yeah.
it's like a
burger
Burger.
dinner.
cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Cheeseburger.
I don't know. We always end up eating rice 3 times a day.
Well, what I do
Yeah,
is
I want to cut my rice too.
you what?
I want
Cut
to
down on rice.
cut down on rice.
Would you a little bit?
I want to.
It's hard and you love it. Yeah.
No, I want to cut it down.
Cut it down. Yeah, but it's hard to cut it
Yeah.
down. I'm sure.
Yeah, she
Maybe
likes to
I'll
eat a
start with
lot of
potato.
rice, and when I
Potato.
eat less, she'd say, "You don't like the food? Why you eat less?" I said, "Can't I just cut on rice?"
Yeah, Lita loves it too. Well, what I'll do with that ground, you call it ground beef or
Yeah.
hamburger? Ground beef.
Ground beef, yeah. So it's
Like
hamburger here.
like this one here,
Mm.
with my celery and my onions and my peppers and whatnot, and like that. And then she'll have some rice cooked up, and then you mix the two together. Put that
Mm.
over the rice or mix it in with the rice, and that's
So
good
it's like
too.
a fried rice.
Kind of like a fried
Yeah,
rice
mhm.
or what we might call
Yeah.
Spanish
Spanish rice,
rice or
Spanish
something, you know. Yeah, so that's
Good.
good. You could try that.
Yeah.
But if you had a little freezer, then you could get 10 pounds or 20 pounds or whatever, and you'd have some for 2 or 3 months or 4 months. Or
With good meat, right?
yeah, you'd have some higher quality stuff. I don't think the stuff up at the grocery stores is all that.
Yeah, just freeze it.
It might
I don't know
not
how
have the
much
fat
it
in it.
costs.
I saw one like $200.
Yeah, they were about
Mm.
189,
Oh,
I think,
really?
200, something like that. Yep.
And that's like second hand already. So it's expensive, that one, because it's 200 and it's already second hand. It's
Yeah.
been used.
Oh,
So
was
you
that-
can get a brand new for 100 something?
Yep.
Oh.
I think so. Maybe, of course, that was years ago. Maybe now they're up to 215 or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
you know?
maybe, but not bad.
I think that was like 189 or something.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
meat. For meat. You can
Yeah,
store.
next time.
So analyze these 2 jars, and you tell me one is
You analyze, I
marinara
cannot read.
and one is
Marinara.
pasta, and see if
Very
there's
tiny.
a difference. See what the difference is.
Let's see the
It's
ingredients.
very tiny.
Hmm?
I can't read.
No artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. Good. This is gluten-free
Look at this.
marinara. Let me see.
I looked at it. I couldn't come up with a
Ingredients.
difference.
I like
Organic
these
tomatoes,
jars.
Puree,
Yeah,
water,
that's why I
Mhm.
wanted these
Mhm.
ones because they're like
organic
calibrated.
diced tomatoes,
Well, you can
Organic
save that for a
tomato
canning
juice. Yeah.
jar. You can can
dried
in
onion,
that.
organic dried garlic, organic.
I used to
corn
save
flour,
them, but pinky.
And it's only, I get them at
dried
Aldi's.
basil,
Like-
I think they're
organic
like
dried
189 or
Yeah.
183 or something. Not horrible.
It's mostly, yeah, organic tomato
I don't
paste,
think I realized there
tomato
was that
juice.
much sodium in it, so I didn't
Onion.
think that.
Sodium is 490.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of sodium. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I can imagine why it's a lot. I mean, a lot of sodium. Whereas a pack of
21%.
chips is just 170. Some chips it's
Sodium?
only 190.
Oh, this is 490.
Yeah. Which one? About
The chips, yeah.
Really? Are
Yeah. I mean, per serving, at least,
Mhm, mhm.
right?
they? Per serving. Yeah, that's where they fool you. That isn't for the
Yeah.
whole jar.
Oh, this is
That's-
more sodium. 530
Which has more?
milligram.
Oh,
This
the
has
tomato
more sodium.
basil.
Oh, it does
Basil.
have more sodium?
Yeah,
How much more,
530.
babe?
530.
530,
This one is
480, or
90.
490?
490.
490. Oh, so stick
Around
with the
40.
marinara then.
Mm.
Well, I ate all mine. I don't know.
Yeah, we did.
I didn't find it too bad.
It was good.
By golly.
Yeah, you don't need to put some salt if you use
Yeah,
one of
there's
this
a lot of.
sodium already.
I never,
Yeah.
I never add salt ever.
Yeah.
I wonder why there's a lot of
Don't
salt.
put salt.
That's so
I see. I had that heart
I didn't-
problem, and
I didn't expect it to be that high. Because, like, a bag of chips is like, it tastes saltier than this one.
that's something.
But, yeah.
Of course,
Amazing.
that's probably only 10. That's probably only 10 chips or something. You know?
Yeah.
But usually when I look for some, you'll never find this saying no salt. It might say light.
Lightly salted.
Sometimes ragu. Have you heard of ragu? It might. If you look and look and look, you might find
Ragu.
one that says light, and that has a little less sodium. I found, but none of them will. But the canned stuff, if you're buying canned diced tomato
Yeah.
or tomato sauce, they do have a no salt version.
Mm.
You've probably seen them.
Yeah, because sometimes when I make my spaghetti, I only use the diced tomatoes.
Okay. You can get
Canned
them
one,
no
yeah.
salt. I think some. Of course, I don't know if diced tomato has a lot of salt in it.
I
think so.
like that one. but-
Yeah. Or you ever use the paste?
Yeah.
The little cans
Sometimes
of
we
paste.
use
Some of
paste.
them, if you look, you have to find them. They're in the shelf.
Mhm.
No salt or less salt or 50% less salt or something.
Yeah.
Will that go on, Pinky? Yeah, I'll have to put that away. There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pinky.
I think when you're used to a lot of salt, you reach a certain, like, your body tends to have like a quota. Like if you don't reach your quota every day, you will crave for salt or sugar.
Oh, really?
Salt?
I mean, that's how I understood
It hardens the arteries, is what my mother always said. Your arteries, if the blood goes through,
Is it salt?
salt hardens them, or does something to them, which isn't good.
I think it's just because salt retains more water. That's why you end up with getting like higher blood pressure.
Oh, okay. Yes,
Yeah.
it's hard on blood pressure. That's for sure. I was just reading something about that in the Reader's Digest.
Mhm.
Thank you, Pink. But yeah.
Yeah.
A friend of Lita's, she's Filipino,
Mm.
who lives in California. Her daughter, Lita sent her
Mm.
daughter something, and the daughter drew. She's quite the little artist. That
Mm.
daughter is. I don't know if she's 13 now or 14 or something years old.
It's a donut.
She drew
He
that.
likes donuts.
Split one. I'll take just a
It's-
little sliver.
It
It's-
slipped down.
Where'd you get it? Market? Oh, that's Price
That's Price
Chopper.
Chopper. Yeah, it's good. It's not
I
too
love
sweet.
Price Chopper's a beautiful store, but everything's so expensive.
Yeah, it's more expensive. I mean,
There isn't
Aldi
anything
is
in
the
there
best.
under $3.99. I swear,
Mhm.
that's their favorite
It's
word.
like more than $1 or the difference.
Very
Very
price.
little. Yeah, very little dollar stuff.
Just
It's
gonna put
all
it right here.
$2, $3, $4.
They're expensive.
Oh, let me get you a clean plate.
I think it's good. I
You
mean,
don't
if you
mind?
don't mind,
I said-
I don't mind.
Half from Sugar People.
I'm just gonna
Let's
have
try this one.
a little sliver,
Here, you like half?
just a little sliver. Yeah, please. Yeah, it's a beautiful store. They have all kinds of beautiful stuff, but they're just too expensive. We're Aldi's, everything is so much
Yeah.
more reasonable. You
Mhm.
know, I love Aldi's for that regard.
I wonder why.
Yeah, it's cheap.
Well,
It's cheap in all
I mean-
it's probably Aldi's doesn't have a lot of name brand. You know, it's more no name stuff.
But
Yeah.
it's all about the same, stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just
low
different
battery.
brand or whatever.
Them are good.
Yeah, it's not too sweet.
Mm.